Here is one from Lori in Phoenix, Arizona. Can you please speak more about not being heard? I have experienced that for years. Could it be a blockage in my throat chakra or other chakras? Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's not an important question. We're going to go on to the next one now. So let's forget that question. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, wait, I'm not being heard. How many times have all of us been discounted? So a lot of times the early messaging is sit over there in the corner. We'll get to you when we get to you. And then what do we do though? See, it's a two-part thing. They, whoever they are, say, sit down, shut up, and you're not important, because that's the message that goes along with sit down, shut up. And then big person goes about their life, and you're not in their life. Oh, here it's time for dinner, eat what's on your plate, and I have to go to work. Now, I'm not making those other people bad, because it's just how they've learned to do what they're doing. But what happens is many of us get pushed aside. And so, but the piece is our feelings get hurt. And then we begin to do exactly what they say. Shut up, sit over there. I don't want to see you right now. Oh, I don't want to see you. That's different and the same as I don't want to hear you. And so all of a sudden we're pushed over there. So how do we work with that? One of the things that happens is the first part of do level 1, and you start to put together all of those tools. You begin to recognize there's more to me. The rose, the words, beginning to recognize the heart, grounded center of your head. I'm creating a platform, an alignment to know myself. Simple part. Second part is the tools in level 2 are if I want to talk to somebody, I don't feel like I'm heard. So therefore I don't go to the therapist, I don't talk to my friends. I have withdrawn, I've pulled myself back into that smaller space, and I don't know how to get out of this space, so I don't talk to anybody. So this next part, level 2, begins to give you room to recognize something really very fundamental. All of that messaging was coming from somebody else having a bad lifetime in that moment. I don't have time for you. Well, maybe they really love you and everything they're doing is about making you happy, but I don't have time to make you happy. That's really kind of screwy messaging. But that's the messaging quite often. So when you start to begin to play with these rays, you start to turn yourself back on, something called the Triads. You begin to stay on your side of the rose and recognize there's an awful lot more to you than what you have been noticing based on everybody else's statements. You recognize, well, one of the things we say, I'm not okay, and then ask a question, whose thought is that? Well, first you say, well, it's my thought. Well, who told you you were not okay? Who told you to sit down and shut up? Who told you, don't talk to me right now, I'm too busy? Now, the big piece here is it doesn't take a lot, because just asking those questions in everybody's awareness, you had pictures come up, you had memories come up, mom, dad, teacher, minister, all just came up with names and times and places. That's the memory. But in that memory, who are you? And so if you basically start to say, who said that to me? And you're not looking at it from a victim or an angry place, you start to realize, I'm just going to create a rose. Oh, there's my mom. Put her in a rose, explode the rose. Who's the next person who said, shut up or don't talk to me? And all of a sudden you're going to start to see memories of people that you don't even know or remember. Somewhere somebody pushed you aside. Memory. So you put that person, that memory into a rose, exploded. So in real terms, does that moment where somebody said, get out of my way, and I had a whole lot of belief system, I'm in everybody's way, and I just moved to the side. They pushed me to the side. You don't even remember that person. But how important is that to hold on to? Does it have any value to you right now at 30, 40, 50 years old, right now in present time, this minute? Does that person's pushing you to the side, I'm talking to everybody, have any value to you? And the answer is going to universally, in this case, be no. I don't even know who it was. But are you still holding on to their energy and drawing it through a filter that says, I'm not to be heard? Now, take a breath, because I'm lighting everybody up right now, and a lot of memories are coming up in your reality. So, but the simpleness, if I never see you and you just play this one game, who said I'm not okay? Or who said that's an ugly dress? Who said that you're not any good at baseball? Who said? No, the key is you're not looking for, anger or resentment or killing them off. All you're doing is, they're in my space. I'm going to explode the rose and move them out of my space. Who's the next person that's in my space? So think about it as all this junk has been laid on top of each of us for years and years and years. And all we're doing now is sorting through the junk and basically saying, does this have value? No. Put it in rows, let it go. The fascinating thing is there's a lot of junk for everybody, but the fascinating part is all of a sudden I'm feeling better. All of a sudden I have a little bit more certainty. All of a sudden I feel I have more permission, huge word, permission. And you begin to clear away a lot of things that you don't even know are there until they pop up in front of you, and they're debris. So the question is, does this have any value to me at where I am right now? And if the answer is no, put it in rows and explode it. Don't argue with it. Don't get mad at it. Don't be a victim. Just put it in rows, explode it. Very valuable tool. And the application, in this case, of how the rose works is really useful.
As always, thank you for listening. We hope this episode further sparked your curiosity. If so, please share it with your friends and check out our website, masteringalchemy.com.